Hello and welcome to week 2. Things are a little different this week, and so I just wanted to make this quick video just to kind of reiterate some of the things that you're going to be going through. There are 3 lectures this week, and a couple of them are kind of long. Here's what I want you to do. Because there's so many lectures, I'm not going to have a reading assignment for you this week. Okay? You're welcome. But as you're going through the lectures, your test is going to be directly off these lectures. I want you to take very good notes. I've got a couple videos that kind of talk about the power plant thermodynamics and kind of support the lectures. Okay, so um, be sure and take really good notes. Now, I do want to clarify one thing. Okay, if you look in the syllabus, it makes it very clear that I do not take late assignments, so please don't ask to extend the dates. You know, if you plan on traveling or something, I understand it's the summer or something like that, then you need to complete the work before the travel dates. Pretty obvious. Everybody in this class is an adult, so please don't ask, okay? Because the answer will be no, because that's what the syllabus says. If I start extending exams for everybody, then this would be a very complicated class and everybody would be taking exams different times. Another thing that I wanted to kind of talk about is the fact that some of you had asked if I would show you the answers, the wrong answers, the answers that you got wrong. Um, if you email me, I'll be glad to go through and show you those. The reason I don't open those up, unfortunately, is because the next year a lot of students would write those down and cheat. Okay, I hate to be like that, but you can thank the students previous that cheated. And so I have to really be secure with the questions that I did. Again, this is all new questions, all new tests for this summer class. Now, I do want to say one thing that don't get confused. Okay, so there are 3 lectures. I took these lectures from this class. A normal semester, we would go over the material for this week in 3 weeks. And you guys knew that that this was a condensed summer class, and so we have to go over the same amount of material in a smaller amount of time. Okay, so when you're going through this, you're going to see lectures that start off by saying week 5, week 6, and week 7. Just ignore that. And there's a few things at the very beginning where I talk about after this week we'll do this exam or something like that. Just look at the material, okay? Um, so one thing I did do was generally when each one of these lectures had a whole week, the students can complete them, is I actually had a lot more reading material. And so for each week, there was a chapter in a textbook that students had to read, and their test was based on the chapter and the lectures. All right, so I've condensed that. I understand that you only have a week, and so by me condensing that, I took out the reading materials. But once again, take very, very good notes because the thermodynamics behind power plants can be kind of confusing. And so what I suggest is to actually, as you go through, label the system that you're on, and you're going to see more about this when you enter the lectures, but we're going to be talking about fuel systems, feed water systems, cooling systems, condensate systems, steam systems, so on and so on. And we'll continue this just a little bit next week, but I felt like the amount of material that we are covering this week was just, I couldn't add any more. Okay, so the majority of material is going to be covered these for in this week in those 3 lessons, but take good notes. Okay, so write feed water cycle, and then as I'm going through the lectures, write down everything that I'm talking about. All right, so to give you an example of something that might be, and I'm just giving you this up top of my head. Again, the tests are just like they were last week. There's going to be a question bank full of questions, so each student might get a different exam. I don't know what questions it's going to pull for you. But an example would be I might ask you a test question and say the boiler feed booster pumps are part of what system? Okay, A, the cooling water system, B, the condensate system, C, feed water system, or D, steam system. Okay, so you should in your notes have a list as I'm going through, and under feed water system you should have boiler feed booster pumps. Okay, and I mean condensate system or whatever. All right, so that's just an example of some of the notes you need to take because this test will be a lot of questions over the power plant systems. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Listen, this week you are going to learn a bunch. You're going to learn why we have 60 hertz in the United States for our power, and why also whenever you look at an AC signal, it's 360 degrees oscillation, and you're going to understand why it's 360 degrees. Okay, that's the reason I go over the thermodynamics behind power plants, so you understand all of the background information for when we get into electrical distribution starting next week. All right. So again, hope you enjoy the week. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't procrastinate. There is a discussion board. Remember, that's going to be due on Thursday.